go down the dungeon and find this guitar. That'll be the one. G'day folks. What are we doing today? Well, a couple of you mentioned you wouldn't mind seeing this Yamaha again. And I was meant to be playing today, but the gig got cancelled because it's going to be 40 here. And they don't reckon anyone's going to show up when it's 40, so that kind of sucked. But it gives me an opportunity. I got a free day for once. And thought, yeah, why not go over this guitar, man? It's been bloody awesome. And as you guys know, I'm a bit of a fan of it. So yeah, she's sort of semi-officially retired. Not for any reason that there's anything wrong with it. It's a bloody awesome guitar. It's just circumstance. It sort of got to a point where it needs some fret work. It's getting pretty worn on the fretboard, and the cost of doing that, it's probably not too much, but the cost of doing that, and then the fact that I had to fix my Sunrise up because I buggered that up on another guitar. And it just seemed more sense at the time to just buy another guitar and keep going, and then when I got some dough, maybe give this one a fret job. But I'll show you some pictures of the frets. They're not bad, man. They're just starting to rattle a bit, and like, as it's my main instrument, or was my main instrument, I don't know. It was just a pain in the ass, so I ended up wasting a lot of money and buying another guitar, which I really like. And then this one's kind of like the backup. So the Maton I got's a traditional width wires and things like that on the neck. They feel pretty similar. And this neck shape's probably a bit like more of a shallow shape than the Maton. But like, if I had to jump from a Maton back to this, it wouldn't be a problem. So yeah, they feel not the same, but in the ballpark, definitely in the ballpark. They've both got, it's a 1 3/4 nut on this, but the spacing of the strings is still slightly narrower than the other 1 3/4. It's nice. It's not the narrow, like the 43mm nut, it's not that. It's sort of in between, and it's good, and the Maton's sort of in between. That's why the two of them are pretty compatible. The guitar's awesome. It's probably been one of my favorite guitars I've owned because they got it right. I mean, any of you guys that go and know they got it right. I think last time I looked at one of the reviews on this guitar I did, and it was like 35,000 views, and there's probably only a couple of dudes saying they don't like them. Out of all that, I think the vast majority of people are having a really good run with them. One of the first things I sort of, when I was going to do this, I thought, what do you talk about a 3-year-old guitar? Well, I think the first thing you talk about a 3-year-old guitar is, one, how much better it sounds. That little rattle. But anyway, I think it's opened up heaps. It's had a hard time. As you can tell, it started off as a satin finish, and she's pretty bloody shiny now. You know, just from abuse, I suppose. The neck's ridiculously shiny. I don't know if that shows up. I'll take some photos, but the neck's like glass. Don't know if I like that or not. I think it's probably a bit too shiny, but I mean, I think that's what urethane does, you know, and it's definitely urethane. And I noticed, I reckon, not 100% sure now actually thinking about it, but I'm pretty sure the specs of the FG9, they got urethane neck, but nitro finish on the body. So they obviously like that, real sleek. Both my other guitars have got nitro paint on the neck, and even though they're shining up, they feel a little bit more sticky. I don't know, more tactile, I guess. This feels a bit too slippery now. First world problems. The only negatives I've really had would be, you know, people saying my Martin's better or whatever. Brand, insert whatever brand you like, you know, and that's just, it might be, you know, in their eyes. And it might be brand loyalty and tribalism, whatever you want to call it. But what I find with this, like, I'll compare it to the Guild's way lighter, and this is actually probably a bit lighter than my Maton, but then the Maton's got all that pickup crap in it. But it's kind of like, I think it's the right build quality, like it's robust, but still musical. Whereas a lot of the ones that are lighter, I don't like gigging with the Guild, for example, because it feels too light. Like, it's the sort of guitar when you're tuning it up, it goes out of tune because it's pulling the headstock slightly. Like, it's just, a finely made instrument, whereas this is more robust, but still musical. So I trust this more. Like if I just feel like it's going to last forever. Like it's just, nothing's moved. It's still in great shape 3 years on. Yeah, it's just solid, man. The only thing I don't like actually, and again, 3 years on and a bazillion comments and stuff on the different videos I've done. Common things are the machine heads. A lot of people don't like the machine heads, and as you can see, I changed mine pretty early on. These are a set of Goto SXN machine heads that I sanded a bit of the black off because I decided I wanted them to look a bit older than they did when they were black, and I think they suit it. Kind of got that vintage look, and they're virtually a bolt-on fit. I don't know if you see that or not, but like they're the same style as the originals. The only thing was the holes on one side were probably like 1 mil too narrow, so like your screws on the slide angle, or you just get a tiny file or a drill and just drill it out a little bit. But I actually just went with the screws on the slide angle because I'm dodgy enough to do that, and it was such a slight angle that it didn't bother me, and they did pull down flat, so I went with that. But anyway, machine heads do get a bit of a dislike from a lot of people, and I think that's fair enough, man. It's not a cheap guitar, and if they put some nicer machine heads on it, I think it would have been perfect, you know. I really do. I mean, they put these on the FG9s, and why not just put them on here as well? But anyway, because I like the style, you know, the old style. You need the old style on this, because that was the thing that attracted me to it, and it's probably the same with you guys too, is obviously that it's just got that style of a 60s Yamaha. You know, I love the mahogany with the black and the white. I think it looks beautiful. And then just the plain top. No scratch guard, because, you know, it looks bluesier, I reckon. And I guess you guys all know by now that that's a vinyl thing on there. Little sticker on the scratch plate. Don't bother me. I kind of find it funny, man. I almost think it's like Japanese humor or something. You know, it's meant to be a 60s guitar. There's nothing more 60 than fake wood. That's my opinion on that anyway. It doesn't bother me, because what cracks me up with that actually, people get offended by it because like, oh my God, it's got something fake on it. And it's like, peel it off, you know, and it's the exact same plastic pickguard that's on your Martin or your Taylor or whatever, you know, so who cares? I don't know what they're thinking, but anyway, we know it's a sticker. You either like it or you don't. I actually like the look. When I got it with that, it just started feathering up on one corner, and I thought, what the hell's going on? And then looked up online, and someone was saying, no, it's a sticker. So I just peeled it off, and then I peeled the other thing off, and don't recommend it, because I've had a few people ask me to do it. It's pretty terrifying, man. They don't stick them on with bloody, you know, low tack stuff, that's for sure. When it comes off, it's really, you know, you could easily take the face of the guitar off with it. So if you're gonna do that, proceed with caution. I like it better, but hey, each their own. I probably liked the guitar better when it was satin finish. It's gone pretty glossy now, it's sort of halfway. I guess it looks old, it's cool. Yeah, so there you go. Basically it. There's nothing to dislike about it. I still think it's a gorgeous looking guitar. And that's another thing, I see people bag them and saying they're a bit, you know, they don't like the look of them or whatever, and I think, what the hell are you talking about, mate? That is a good looking guitar. You know, it hasn't got all the wanky stuff on it. But that's why it's a good looking guitar. I don't like that crap. You know? I really don't like all that bloody crap stuck on a guitar. I like a real plain, functional instrument, and this certainly does it. So yeah, there you go. FS5, still a beast. One of the things I like about this guitar, as you come up the neck, the notes are really clear still. Just sings, man. I noticed that when I first bought it. I think it's a bit better now, actually. It's beautiful. Still nice to play. And I think it's got better with age. Something like that. It's a new tune I'm working on. Actually, a bunch of them are new tunes I'm working on. Coming into the new year. So yeah, there you go. The only thing I probably would change my mind on from the early reviews is that since I've had the Maton pickup, I would like to have tried this one with a with their system, you know, because the Maton's been great as a stage guitar, and I say that in brackets as a stage guitar because coffee time. I say that as a stage guitar because it's a different thing. My original thing, I guess when I was looking at this originally, I was like, I don't want to buy an FSX because you've got to put, you know, it's got holes in there, they're permanently in here, and my argument is that when you stop playing the guitar or whatever, or when technology changes and you've got outdated technology permanently mounted, you can't take it out because you've got holes in your guitar, and so you kind of wreck that guitar. That's what I'm thinking. But as a working guitar, I could see that that system would probably work really well now that I've been using the other one. And a working guitar is a different thing, you know, you're just getting the job done and you're not so worried about sitting on your lap and enjoying it as much. But saying that, I like this one without a pickup, so I took the pickup out of it. So, I kind of still, I'm 50-50 on that. The Maton's so good that I get the point for working and that, of those sort of style of pickups. Having said that, if any of you guys have gone the same route I did with this, and have gone Soundhole pickups and you're gigging with Soundhole pickups, by far the best one's been the Sunrise and then the Black Stack. They've been my two favourites by a mile. They're similar, people say they're the same, they're not. Sunrise is more musical. It's kind of got like a broader range. You notice it at higher volumes and it's more sensitive, and it's pretty microphonic, so it actually does pick up a little bit of body noise. The other thing I would add to that is that for all you sort of Soundhole guys, get yourself one of these. If you're gonna go that way, get one of these. This is a SunnAudio Stage 2 DI. Stage DI2, sorry. And that's a game changer with a Soundhole pickup. I haven't had a Soundhole pickup yet that sounds bad with this thing. It's absolutely awesome bit of kit. And it's light, it's well made. The dude that makes them's a cool dude. I've messaged him a bunch of times. Probably be a pain in his ass, to be honest. But just asking questions and stuff before I bought it. And fantastic, man, highly recommend that. I don't use it with the Maton because there's no need, it's just a plug and play kind of pickup. But if you're gonna go with a Soundhole and you want to bring it to life, this thing puts it well in the ballpark of the AP5 in my Maton. It's got a beautiful voice. For most things, I find it really versatile. It's got enough bass, enough clarity, and if you drop it, it doesn't mind. Actually, there's the other thing too with the machine heads in the original video. I said I thought it was my machine heads because the guitar had been dropped. These things are slippery as shit when you first get them. You lean against your lounge and it's next, you know, you go get your coffee and it's on the floor. And because that happened a few times, I thought maybe I damaged the machine heads, which I may have. But one of the most common complaints on the channel over the years has been the machine heads that they came with. So I think they were a problem. And these machine heads are awesome, and I think they look cooler anyway, so budget that in, I guess. If you're gonna budget new machine heads in, then the FS3 starts looking pretty good, because why not just budget in a bone nut and saddle at the same time, you know? So that's why I think of maybe getting an FSX3, because that'd be an interesting comparison. I get to try out the pickup system. It'd be a great spare guitar, and just chuck some machine heads on it. So yeah, that's probably what I would do now. If I was looking at a working guitar, I think it would be an FSX3. I would update the nut and saddle and the machine heads, and that would be a fantastic working guitar. I've got no doubt about that. So yeah, all right, I'll show you some photos of this, and get on with sweltering in this 40-degree day and get rid of this stupid shirt, man, because I don't have to show off to you guys now. All right, cheers for watching, and like, subscribe, all that crap if you can. It helps me out. I've got to get this channel up over 1,000 hopefully some stage, and if not, it's fun anyway, man. I enjoy chatting with you guys. I enjoy the back and forth and the information and learning and shit. So we're all the same here, man. We're just dudes playing guitars. Maybe chicks playing guitars, I don't know. I think YouTube says it's all dudes watching this, but who knows? Anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget, comparison is the thief of joy. That's why I'm not doing a Maton Yamaha comparison or any of that stuff anymore. I'm just going to enjoy the guitar I'm using at the moment, which is the Maton. And yeah, I like that saying. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't get trapped in the bloody gear bullshit like I do. Yeah.